Mo Spence, you welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Oh God, how has the vibe been like? You understand me? I know you were out of Ghana and you're back.
Yes.
But this little while that you are in Ghana, how has the vibe been like for you?
So blessed. So blessed.
Wow.
Yes, like everybody wants me here, there, backward, frontward. Like
you are hot cake.
Yes. I'm trying to arrange it properly, you know.
Definitely. All right. So here is the thing. Yaad settings were a bit different.
Yes.
You know, anytime anybody step on Yaad settings, we try our possible best, especially to do with dancehall, reggae, Afrobeat, and all these things. We try to test the artist, whether the artist right fit in the space. You understand me? Because people are listening.
Yes.
You understand me? Our network is on 4 radio stations across the country, Ghana. 99.5 in Accra, 98.5 in Kumasi, 100.3 in Cape Coast, and 99.7 in Tamale. We are nationwide. And per the statistics, over 38 million people are listening to the show.
Easy. Wow.
So I'm on the playground this. You understand me? All right. And I also have, you know, some important producers and well-to-do people from Jamaica, London, America. All these people, them are tuning and are listening keenly.
Easy.
Now, as I put out the flyer that I was going to talk to Mo Spence, yo, listen, my phone start ring.
Easy.
But now I tell you, that my phone start ring.
Easy.
People start call me. Them say, Lagazee this, Lagazee that. I say, wait, no, man. Mo Spence are coming, man. Wait, no, man. All right, so before we itch up or we go further, this is what we do. We play rhythm for the artists to make a statement, at least. You understand me? Let the people them know that, all right, I am Mo Spence. I represent, Afro dancehall. You understand me?
Yeah.
Me is a Canadian born. May have some root in Jamaica. May have some root in Ghana. So Mo Spence, are you ready?
Yeah, man.
You ready?
We're ready.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. So let's kick it.
Hey. Mo Spence is a problem. Hey. Mo Spence is a problem. Wake up, you woman not gonna left you if you not shape up. Watch out them on them pre, watch out them all shake up. Me fresh and pretty without makeup. The girl them envy me, they want to drape up. A big body money man that me take up. A kingpin worker man that me rate up. If you not gonna show respect and gratitude, break up. Me no fake up, sure. From your body look good, cute from crown to your foot, sexy from your wake up. Big man turn big fool like them now go a school, them your man fish shape up.
Yo, same vibe. Me like it, man. Shibada.
Mo Spence is a problem. Hey. Mo Spence is a problem. Hey, wake up, your woman not gonna left you if you not shape up. Watch out them on them pre, watch out them all shake up. Me fresh and pretty without makeup. The girl them envy me, they want to drape up. A big body money man that me take up. A kingpin worker man that me rate up. If you not gonna show respect and gratitude, break up. Me no fake up, sure. From your body look good, you from crown to your foot, sexy from your wake up. Big man turn big fool like them now go a school, them your man fish shape up. Healthy body gal, call me of them, shoot them your man fish shape up. Natural beauty, cutie, pretty without no makeup. Wait up, watch out me cute, watch out them can't keep up. Sexy licious, me have them safe up. Nuff man a bore it up, them not drape up. Nuff, me want me pump tight up. Me fat in the front and make them want to eat up. Oh gosh. Hey.
Yo, people she bad though. If she bad, just type she bad.
She bad.
Yeah man. From the MCR, them say she bad.
Hey, thank you.
Wow. All right. We will come back to this again. We have a lot of things to catch up with. Now, Mo Spence.
Yes.
The first time being on Yaad Settingz on Asaase Radio.
Yes.
And trust me, because we are nationwide, every part of Ghana is listening to you right now. If you talk about Mo Spence, who are you?
Me, I'm a singer, songwriter, producer. I'm a video director and a video editor.
Wow.
Yes.
You are all in one.
All in one.
Wow.
Yes. I've been
singer, songwriter.
Yeah, producer,
video
director, video editor.
Wow.
Yes.
All these things in one.
All these things.
You alone.
Me alone.
All right. So, where were you born? What kind of parents were you born to? Where did you grow up? How was your growing up like?
I was born in Canada. My parents are Jamaican.
Okay.
Yes. So my mom, she's Jamaican, but her father has Ghanaian blood.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
And my father is Jamaican, born in Jamaica, but he's more, Arawak Indian people.
Yeah.
So the red-skinned people.
Yeah.
Yes. So my father looked like a white man a little bit.
Yeah.
And my mom, she's an African woman.
Definitely.
Yes. So that's why me look like that.
Yeah, but me see it.
Yes.
All right.
And I grew up humbly, I had a good home, good upbringing. My father, he was a DJ. He had a huge sound.
Okay.
Soul Boss Entertainment.
Okay.
Yeah, international. Soul Boss International.
Soul Boss International.
Yeah, Soul Boss International.
Okay, Soul Boss International.
Yes.
All right.
And my mom, poet, so she would write a lot,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I think that's where I got my writing skills from, and the producing skills is from my father. The DJing and all them thing there.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow. What?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
It's in the blood.
Yeah. I see that. So at growing up with your parents in Canada, how did the writing skills, the music thing, how did that step in?
There was it's crazy because these people were going door to door. They were piano lesson people. So they were going door to door, and they came and I answered the door, and they said we're looking for kids who are interested in learning to play the piano.
Okay.
So I ended up going to a piano school, and that's where I started to learn how to play music.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So I don't know.
At what age was that?
That was from like age 11.
Age 11.
Yes.
All right. So as a beautiful young woman, where your father owned a sound system,
yes.
You understand me, and then now going for piano lessons and all that, the sound system aspect, did you pick any inspiration from there?
Yes, because my dad used to have, we had a big house, and we had a basement.
Okay.
Right. So we would have house parties all the time. So people were always coming.
Wow.
And he would always be playing. The house was packed up with people. So my mom would be cooking upstairs for the people there, so there was parties all the time. So we were up all night just partying with the adults.
All right. So you were born into this family.
Yes.
Was it more of a Christian thing or Rastafari thing, or it was just music kind of thing?
Just a music thing. No Christian, none of them thing there.
All right.
Music.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Wow. So, what happened before you got a chance to go and perform in the Netherlands?
Yeah, I was just building myself, working, and then a company called Old School, Old School, but they're located in the Netherlands. They found me, they contacted me and said they wanted me to come and perform out there. So I did it 2 years in a row, 2017 and 2018. Yes, they contacted me and they wanted me to come. Old School Rules, yes.
Okay.
Old School Rules, yes.
Old School Rules.
Yes.
All right. So they invited you to come and perform.
Yes, 2 years in a row.
But around that time, 2017, 2018,
yes.
Were you a recording artist?
Yes, I was. I was a recording artist, but I felt ill.
Okay.
I felt ill, so I was bedridden for a whole year. So I told myself, look, I said, God, please, if you heal me, I will take my music serious.
Wow.
Yeah, so I ended up doing that. I was so sick, but I would record myself. I have my own studio. I recorded myself. I put the song out there, and that's when the Netherlands and all these people started hitting me up and saying, look, we want you to come to...
No, let me get something clear. You were sick.
Yes.
You couldn't do anything.
No.
And then you went in covenant with God.
With God.
That God, if you heal me,
yes,
I am going to use this my mouth.
Yes.
And I am going to take my music very serious.
Yes.
And God did.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, he did. Nobody knew what was wrong. I was going to the hospital, in and out of the hospital for years. Nobody knew what was wrong with me.
Wow.
Just the left side of my body was just, I don't know what happened. I was bedridden. I got so skinny. Couldn't recognize me.
Wow.
Doctor after doctor, nothing wrong. You're healthy. There's nothing wrong with you. That's what them telling me.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to look into saying things, so right. So listen, if you go into hospitals and trust me, you sick and they do all findings and check out and they say, you look good. There is nothing wrong. Right. It means you have to call on God.
Easy.
And you must be serious with it.
Yes.
Mo Spence said that she, went in covenant with God and told God that, listen, if you heal me, I am going to take my music serious.
Yes.
And then, she started recording herself.
Yes.
And then, boom, 2017, 2018. So, how did you get a call up?
How did I get the call? It was online because I posted my stuff on YouTube and Facebook.
All right.
They hit me up on Facebook.
All right.
And they said, look, we like what you're doing. They even made me the poster child there's a company called SoCan, right? It's in Canada, SoCan.
Yeah.
So they made me their poster child on their website.
Wow.
Yeah, when I went to perform there, they took my pictures and everything and used me as their poster child.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Superstar from birth.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That is nice. So from there, 2017, 2018,
yes,
performing over there, coming back to Canada, what happened?
I just kept working hard, and COVID hit. I was supposed to come to Ghana in 2019 to perform for the president.
Okay.
Yeah, I was supposed to, but then COVID-19 happened, so I wasn't able to come. But I said, you know what, I need to go to Ghana. Like, it was a mission for me to up my whole family and come to move here to learn more about my people, about my culture, my roots.
Okay.
So that's what we did in 2022. We came.
2022, you came to Ghana.
Yes.
Like your first time in Ghana.
First time.
First time in Ghana.
Yes.
You landed at Kotoka International Airport.
Yes.
And then boom, you step in at the place.
Crying like a baby.
Oh my God. Let me know from you. Did you, have any kind of link over here in Ghana before coming to Ghana? Were you familiar with the grounds in terms of, knowing people and all these things and having your links tight, because you said you were coming to perform for the president.
Right.
So it means that you might have a link, over here before stepping in, right?
I had an international link. I don't know if you know Soul Kitchen International. I don't know if you know who that is. They are based in Canada, but they work very well in Jamaica as well.
Okay.
So it was a link through them. Soul Kitchen International.
Okay.
Yes. So they had the hookup for me, but because of COVID, that's why I didn't go through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Soul Kitchen, but we other than that, not really. We didn't really have any links like that, but we have people who live in Canada who are from Ghana.
Okay. Who
we were, talking to.
Okay.
And they were giving us connections from Canada.
Okay.
Ghana. Yes.
All right. So he said she didn't know the grounds, properly, all that, you understand me, before the man step in, you understand me?
Yes, that man.
All right. So here is the thing now. In 2022 you were in Ghana. And then let me hit it back where I posted, the flyer of Mo Spence, and then my inbox began to flood with messages, with calls and all these things. And I think because the whole Ghana is listening to you, I think you have the platform now to clear certain things, you understand me, to redeem the eye image. Now, the first thing is, people were like, Lagazee, she's so arrogant. And I'm like, wait. Why are you saying Mo Spence is so arrogant? You understand? But you being in the studio right now talking to you, I don't feel that kind of level of arrogance that people are talking about. You understand me?
Yes.
A lot of people say, oh, Lagazee, I met her once in the studio. She came into the studio. She didn't greet anybody. You understand me? She went to hold her corner like she's got grudges with everybody in there. And I'm like, what you mean?
Who said that?
What you mean? Why are you saying this? And I am that type of a person where when I post flyer of an artist, I have people who link me up and say, Lagazee, ask her this, ask him this and all that. So I say, all right, I took my pen and paper And I began to jot down some of these things. And I'm like, what exactly happened before people are saying that Mo Spence, she's an arrogant person, she doesn't have no manners when she come into the studio, and other people are there, she doesn't greet and all that. And I'm like, what exactly is going on? Now, in recent time, it's an open secret that everybody knows this. It was, online that you were signed to Red Panther Music and all that and all that. Now, I would like to know what exactly happened, or who introduced you to Red Panther Music?
My ex-husband.
Okay.
Yes, he wanted to surprise me, right? So I would have to backtrack. So we moved to Koforidia when we first came, right?
Okay.
We were living in Koforidia, and he put my ex-husband put on a show in a place called Solo.
Okay.
A big garden out there, right?
Yeah.
And so I performed out there, and one of Solo's friend saw me performing, and he's like, "Oh, I love her. I need to get Logic to meet her." So that friend was talking to my ex-husband about Logic.
Okay.
So they wanted to surprise me.
Okay.
So one day I'm home and I'm rehearsing we had a band, right? So I was rehearsing with the band. All of a sudden, this man shows up in my house. I don't know who he was. And he introduced himself, and he said that his name was Mr. Logic, and he heard about me, and he would like to hear some of my songs live. He would like to hear me perform live. So it was just weird, because I was like, who are you? Why are you here? So I performed a song called Butterflies to him, one of my biggest tracks in Canada.
Okay.
And he's like, okay, I've heard enough. He's like, you're bad. He's like, I want you to come to the studio in a couple weeks, and let's do a trial song together.
Okay.
And see how it goes. And so I did that, and then that's when he said, you know what, you're too wicked. Let me sign you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So it was there that Logic signed you, right?
Yes.
All right. So here is the thing. We would like to know what is the brain behind, people saying that you don't have manners, and you don't kind of pay people respect and all these things. Now, anytime you go into the studio,
yeah,
I guess you go with your manager. That is Logic,
yes,
right?
Of course.
So what happened? What kind of prep does he, as in Logic, gives you in terms of how to present yourself,
yes,
or the posture you have to be in?
Right.
You understand me? We would like to know that.
Well, this is the opposite of this, because he told me when I do interviews, I should not smile. Yeah, seriously, he told me don't smile and don't talk much.
All right.
That's what he told me.
All right.
When it comes to the studio, people are not usually in the studio when I'm recording, so I'm not sure what that's all about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to the studio? I am trying to connect the dot. You understand?
Yeah.
Because the person who called me, he has got a lot of respect for me. You understand me?
Yeah.
And he said, "Yo, Lagazee, would like to understand."
Yeah.
You understand me? Because it looked like you have created enemies for yourself that you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You understand me? And meeting Mo Spence now, I can feel the freeness of spirit and all that. You understand me?
Yes.
So when the man called me and said, "Yo, Lagazee," she came into the studio, we're sitting down, and she just walk in and come look around and step back and all that. Yo, she didn't even greet us in the studio. She didn't even recognize us as human beings. And I'm like, are you sure? You understand me? So I was running the kind of prep, your management, gave to you around that time, that don't talk to Ghanaian artists, or don't do anything with Ghanaian artists unless they say go ahead and deal with this person or that person. So I would like to know that whether that kind of mindset was there.
God. Okay. Yes. Okay. So he was doing a show, Tropical Rhythm, Tropical Rhythms every Sunday. So I would always be meeting, because I was there. I was the one doing the video for him. Right? So I would always be meeting all these new artists all the time, and we would exchange numbers. And he would tell me, no, don't talk to them. Don't talk to them. Block them. Don't answer them. If they message you, don't talk to them. He would tell me that. It was so bad that he locked me up in my house for months. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't even go to the store. I had to ask our house help to go to the store for me, just to buy shampoo, I couldn't do anything. I had to stay home and not talk to anybody. I was isolated.
All right. So, most Spence, are you aware that you've created enemies for yourself?
I had no idea. No idea.
Wow. I think you've gone to some interviews and all that. You know, have they told you about some of these things?
No.
Wow. All right.
Easy. That's so weird.
All right.
Thank you for letting me know. I didn't know.
So I think I don't know how this is going to happen, but we have some respected artists over here in Ghana that kind of air out, you know, their bitterness. You understand me? And they were like, yo, Lagazee, we know you. You understand me? We just want you to ask her so that we'll be on the same page, so that in case we meet her in town one of these days, we'll know how, you know, to handle ourselves, you know, in the presence of her. And I'm like, all right, no problem. I'm going to ask her the questions, you understand me, so that she can clear the air, you understand? All right, so Logic signed you under Red Panther Music.
Yes.
What happened? Because I overheard that Logic was going to sign an artist. Yeah, man, and I was sitting down quietly, you understand me, waiting for an invitation. But around that time, I think there was myself and Logic were supposed to, you know, organize a show with my partner or my godfather, you know, or my father, you understand me, in Norway. That is Junior Maestro, you understand me, you know, and then things didn't go the way Logic said, you know, so I was highly pissed off, you understand me, and I'm like, yo, listen, you can't let me go to my dad and go convince him that go to the police, go take police report, go take this, go take that, and later on you come back and deal with me this way. No, man, I'm not going to take that again. You understand me? Yeah. So I was standing on the fence looking at Logic. Yeah. All right. So all of a sudden, Mo Spence was signed. Yeah. So when you got signed, what happened?
Everything was going good, you know, in the beginning. Everything was going well. I'm like, okay, I'm seeing a little progress, thank God, you know. But then things started to slow down, and he just kept saying, look, you got to pay for this, you have to pay for that. Pay for this, pay for your music video, pay for a radio interview, pay for everything me have to pay for. So I'm like, okay, I'm paying for these things, but the work is not happening. So I keep asking him, when is the work happening? Oh, this video director is traveling right now. Is not ready yet. This one is he always had an excuse for why the work is not getting done, right? So it got to the point where I figured it out, you know, and even the American people that I was working with, they also were figuring it out. So we were speaking with each other. It's like, look, something is not right. This man is taking our money and he's not doing the work. He even took $10,000 from the American family from my career. What's the show for it? What's the show for what was paid for? Nothing. Do you see much about Mo Spence? No. It's only because I'm like pushing now is why you're hearing about Mo Spence. And it's because I aired him out. I exposed him. That's why. That's why you're hearing about who I am today. All right.
Okay, so Mo Spence signed to Red Panther Music, and then, you know, things start happening. You understand me? And all that. And before I could say Jack, you know, there was fire blazing out there and all that. All right, so there are few people in this industry that kind of adhere to what I'm about to say. Logic is one. Bulldog is one. They say if you are working with a female artist, you must date the female artist. All right. And I also overheard an interview with you and Andy Dusty.
Yes.
And Andy Dusty was questioning the two of you whether, are you guys going to date? And for Mo Spence said, yes, if things were all right and things work out, why not? You understand me? Things can go on. And I'm like, all right. So I was on the road driving and I heard that. And I'm like, oh, okay. So must it mean that Mo Spence is dating Logic? All right. Then I leave it over there. Now, when the issue happened, like what happened and all that, on a live Instagram, you know, live with Logic said, you know, the main reason why he stopped working with Mo Spence was that the whole work became more of a lovey-dovey than the work. You understand? It was like you were loving the lovey-dovey aspect, and the work aspect, you rejected that. I would like you to clear the air, whether you were into lovey-dovey or you were doing the work?
Logic is the biggest liar. He's such a liar, man. He is so lie. I was always saying, sir, when is the work getting done? Please, let's get the work done. It was him always procrastinating. He was the one always saying, he always had an excuse why things were not happening. It had nothing to do with no lovey-dovey foolishness. That's a lie. Big lie.
Wow.
Yes. Big lie.
So the work was, you were pursuing the work.
Yes, I was pursuing. It got so bad that I was the one who was calling people and messaging people saying, okay, look, can you do this? Can you do that? I was the one calling all the shots because he wasn't doing it. And then he would get upset with me because I'm doing the work for him that he's supposed to be doing. All
right. So UTV also discussed the issue. And I think the final meeting with you and Logic was in South Africa, right?
Yes, that's right.
And then on UTV, I overheard them saying that, Logic will wake up in a towel around his waist and you guys will be watching Netflix instead of work. And I'm
like, that's a lie. Oh my God.
So what exactly happened in South Africa? Tell us.
Okay, so I went to South Africa. I was there on my own. Mm-hmm. And then he said that he was going to come and join me in South Africa. So he came a month later and we were supposed to meet up with, do you know Steve Jamfi?
Steve Jamfi.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the goal was to meet up with him to shoot some music videos in South Africa. That's why I went to South Africa, to shoot music videos, to do some radio promo and all of that. So he came to join to get the work started. So like days are going by, nothing's happening. So I'm like, what's going on? I said, what's going on? Like, what are we doing here? I have to go back to Ghana to my family because I wasn't supposed to be in South Africa for a total of 3 months. I was not supposed to be there that long. So he just kept saying all these different excuses. Finally, we met up with Steve. We had a meeting and we're like, okay, we're going to shoot 2 music videos with Steve. And, we had our plan back and forth. I ended up taking Steve's number and I said to Steve, I'm like, okay, Steve, what's going on? Because days are going by and nothing is happening. We had a meeting, but what's going on? He told me that he's waiting on Logic for a few things. So then I reach out to Logic. I said, Logic, what's going on? Because Steve is waiting on you for something. And he's like, oh no, Steve, I'm waiting for Steve for some stuff. Right? So I'm like, okay, I don't know what's happening. So I just left. I had to go to Canada. I had an emergency in Canada. I had to go,
So what happened to the work?
There was no work. So when I went back to Canada, I called Steve and I said, look, Steve, I might have to arrange to come back and just deal with you directly without Logic because Logic is slowing down the process. Apparently Logic was doing some favors for Steve in order for the music videos to get shot. But little did I know was Logic was trying to get money out of me to give to Steve.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's what I found out later.
All right. 34 minutes gone into the R2 here on Asaase Radio, the voice of our land. My name is King Lagazee, and as I said, Mo Spence is here to clear the air. You understand me? She's a fine young woman. You understand me? She's got a bright career. You understand me? And then we will come to saying things. I have a lot of messages over here now, these things, but wait with the messages and let me put this on the table. Now, the final one, it's a bit personal, but forgive me if I'm crossing the red line. I need you to clear the air in terms of this. Logic also said on his live video that you sacked your ex-husband for him. How true, was that?
That is not true at all. Not true at all. That would never happen.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So let's move forward. Again, he said, now he's left you. He is the person writing every music for you. You understand me? He said, yo, listen, me are the godfather of this. Me penned down everything for she. Now that I am no more with her, I'm going to see how she's going to cope. You understand me? So tell me, who was the person behind the writings? Was it Logic?
I wrote every song. Every song that you played today, I wrote them. I wrote every lyric. Me, write it. I wrote it. I will give him credit because yes, he would give me a topic to sing about, and then he would maybe say, okay, flow it like this, but me put the words in them, me. So for him to say that it was him, he needs to come sit in front of me and look me in my eye and tell me that. You tell me now who wrote those songs. Is he for real?
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, in the house is Mo Spence. Canadian, Jamaican, and Ghanaian. You understand me? Three blood mixed together. You understand me? You see me? Yeah, man, a fine woman over here sitting in front of me, and trust me, it's getting grippy. It's getting interesting over here, so you understand me? Look like, she's debunking everything, you understand me, Logic said on that particular live. And matter of fact, I recorded the whole live, you understand me? But, me is a man who is not too into, you understand me, people personal business. What is between people personal business is them. But when it comes to the music aspect, you understand me, that is where I am, much interested in terms of your career, you understand me?
Yes.
Saying that he is the person writing everything for you to sing and all these things.
Lie.
And you said it's a lie. All right, we'll give thanks. And you put pen to paper and all these things.
Yes.
But wait, all these things happening with you in the middle, Mo Spence.
Yes.
How was the feeling like? What was that a breakdown for you?
Yes.
Because I was putting myself, I was empathizing with you, and I'm like, yo, she's such a young girl, and trying to do something for herself and all these things, and all these hula balloons, and big media stations are discussing you. You understand me? Some are praising Logic that he was using towel at his waist.
That's funny.
Watching
funny.
Watching Netflix, and a man was saying that, oh yeah, but what do you think if a man and a woman are watching Netflix and the man is using towel around his waist? Well, what do you think is going on? And I'm like, really? You understand me? All these things were things people were discussing on big media stations.
Yes.
About you.
Yeah.
But tell me, how are you taking that?
Honestly, I was laughing at that. I was laughing at. I'm like, this is just foolishness. It was so funny. I just decided I don't even need to say anything. I'm just gonna just leave it how it is, because I don't want people to think of me that like Logic is Logic and Mo. It's not about that. It's about my music. You know what I mean? I want people to know me from my music, not because of this fool.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. All right. All right.
So I laughed. I laughed. Yeah.
All right. Oh my God. 39 gone into the 2 here on Asaase Radio, the voice of our land. Now, everybody who wants to know the meaning of Peenie Weenie.
Peenie Weenie. Okay, so Mr. Peenie Weenie. So basically, it's about a man who thinks he's a big man, bad man, but in reality, you're a little small boy. Like you like to big up yourself on women. But you could never step to a man that way. Never. So you're like a Peenie Weenie. You're everything about you small.
Said.
Yes.
You hear what she just said? She said, everything about you is small.
Easy.
Where is Empress Debbie?
Easy.
So everything about you is small.
Little Peenie Weenie.
Yeah, so this Peenie Weenie is a counteraction to what people are saying about you. You understand me?
Yeah.
But it is allowed in dancehall. You understand me? It is allowed in dancehall that you can counteract anything anybody say about you. You understand me? Musically and all that.
Right.
So you decided not to take this to social media war, but to hit the studio and just put pen to paper. So who wrote it? Him?
I wrote this. I wrote it and I put it out the next day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I did me do everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But okay, so let me find out. Are you working hand in hand with Alligator now? Because everywhere you go, you're working, like I see Alligator over there.
Yes.
Alligator, talk to me.
King Lagazee.
Yo, talk to me, brother.
Nine bars.
Talk to me, brother.
Yes. A couple of things have been happening in the industry, and we need to protect the women.
Definitely.
Right. So Mo Spence now is one of the baddest artists I've ever seen around. Yeah, she produces her own music. She produces her own beat. She writes her own songs, and she can sing like a singing bird.
Definitely.
Right. So for me, I love talent.
Yeah.
Because I love to stay relevant, and I'm a behind the scene person. Just because when I put out freestyle, it connects with the fans.
Definitely.
Right. So most of the things she's saying, I know them. And this Logic brother is not about Mo Spence alone. He has this record around a lot of female artists, and it goes beyond the female artists. And if you're a guy and you want to do business with him and you don't know him well, he's going to fraud you. That's why when the issue came up and he was trying to play the relationship card, Ifya Schwarzenegger came out to expose him big time about setting monies. He will call Ifya Schwarzenegger like, please, I want to travel. To the extent that Ifya Schwarzenegger has voice notes, all of that. So for Logic, what happened is just Mo Spence became like the vessel to expose him and his kind. You get me? Because long time female artists are going through a lot. You get me? So for Mo Spence was paying for virtually basically everything.
Oh,
yeah, you didn't touch on that. That was not a record deal. That was Mo Spence managing him and his life.
No, but Red Panther
What
music.
Panther? Mo Spence was managing him. So just
No, wait. Wait. Red Panther music.
yeah.
I think the signing went on at East Legon somewhere. That industry people came, to witness, like big boys in the industry were invited and all that kind of thing. And I feel that Red Panther music, they've got the money to put
Red
all these
Panther.
people, together. You understand me?
No.
Seriously. So me talking to Mo Spence, and I'm like, Red Panther signed you. And she was like, yeah. I was working with Logic. I was thinking that, okay, the monies and all that kind of thing, came from Logic.
No.
If he did his work, I wouldn't have any problem with that, because let's say certain things money cannot buy. So let's say if I have enough money, right, and you King Lagazee have extra links, and I'd be like, okay, King Lagazee, frontline this thing for me, and then maybe you sit back and be like, okay, Mo or Alligator, okay, I'm going to frontline it for you, but I'll make it look like I'm signing you. On the first basis, it's not a bad thing, but just go and do your work.
Okay.
But if you don't do your work, that is where the real issues will come up and the figures will come out, and people will know that you were not doing anything.
Okay, Alligator Wolan, the lioness is right here.
Yes.
Let me hear from her. So, Mo Spence, are you telling the whole Ghana listening to you right now that on that particular day, the signing that went on, every penny belongs to you?
Not every penny. It was between Tip G and myself.
Tip G?
Tip G and myself paid for that night at the Marriott Hotel. Tip
Wow.
G and myself.
Oh, so the two are going to put money together,
Two
and
of us.
you guys put Logic in front.
Yes. We made him look good.
You couldn't make yourself look good.
Yes.
All you had to do is just execute.
Saying,
Yeah, it's not a wrong thing for an artist to finance their work.
of course.
It's not new.
Yeah.
It won't stop today because people have connections that maybe you don't have. But this brother just had to do the work.
Yeah.
That is everything. And you see people who take people's money, if they are not able to refund the money, they tend to be abusive, they tend to be defensive, and that is Logic. That's why I said it's not about Mo Spence alone. There are other female artists and even industry people. That's why Ifya Schwarzenegger of all people came out to really expose him. Like the kind of exposure Ifya Schwarzenegger gave was crazy. You get me? That man is a beggar.
Saying,
Yeah, he's a beggar.
Say.
And it's full time we expose him and let him know that, bro, don't try and make artists look bad just because you have time to go and sit on radio and TV. The artist doesn't have a microphone. They only have music microphone. So you go on TV, you try to paint the artist black. And these are the same people who go around telling people that Shatawale is ungrateful, Stoneboy is ungrateful. They never say what they did.
Exactly.
So Mo Spence now becomes like the vessel to really put these things out. Right. For me, I love artists. Because for me, like, the fans, they show me mad love.
Yeah.
Yes. And you can Lagazee, you know how you support me.
Of course.
But I'm not a radio artist or anything.
Of course.
But my stuff is in the media respectfully.
Of course.
So when I saw Mo Spence like that, I was like, Mo, we've been talking for a few times. We need to do this thing and do it right, because
Definitely.
you are a boss yourself.
Definitely.
And she produces her own music, makes a master, direct videos, not for herself only, but for people outside. So, Logic, your work was simple. You wanted to prove to Shatawale that you are the biggest manager and this and that. You could have used Mo Spence to do that bragging. You had the opportunity. Rather, you messed it up like this.
The money was there.
Yes.
Hey, they were paying people, and I didn't get one kobo. Hey.
Let's even put it this way. The talent was also there.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
And this man, a lot of people know that he's a fraud. Yeah, he's a fraud. We all eat from our job, but brother, it's being consistent with you.
Definitely.
You know, everybody has to eat from their work.
All right.
So I wanted to say one thing. So whenever I would go to some of these studios, and I would talk back to the producers and everything, they would come back and tell me, they're like, "Yo, Mo, sorry, we should have told you. We really wanted to tell you that this man is a fraud, but you wouldn't have listened anyway." Like, they were saying, we wanted to warn you. They're like, how did you pick up Logic? Like, why are you working with Logic? And some of those producers that I made those songs with, he never paid the producers.
Wow.
He never paid them.
Wow.
They never get no money for the work that me do.
Wow.
Him take the money and then not pay them.
Him take the money from you.
Him take the money from me and them not pay them.
Wow. Now, come in. No, but you wanted to ask a question.
Just for clarity's sake.
Yes.
First thing, do you have a written contract with him? Or what you guys just did was just a show off here?
It was a written contract, yes. But he went into the media and he wrote that it's null and void now. The contract is null and void.
Just like that?
Yes.
There was no lawyer present when the contract was being signed?
No, there was there was not.
Going for, I think you learn from that.
Yes,
And
I have
the next
learned.
thing is, earlier when you said that Logic locked you up in there like a room or a house, right?
Yes.
So was it like literally, or just like, hey, you can't go here, you can't just go out. Anything you did, let somebody else
Yeah, exactly.
get in and get it for you.
Yes, exactly. He would tell me not to go out. Like, it's not like he was okay.
It was a psychological thing.
It was a psychological thing. But there were times where I would go out, and he was outside my house. Where are you going? Where you know? There were times like that. Yes.
Yeah.
So he was trying to put fear into my heart.
So the whole fallout between you and Logic, how has that impacted your career, like within that period of time?
Oh, when I went back to Canada, I was so depressed because I had no money to get back to Ghana to my family. I left my small daughter and my father, my elderly father, in Ghana, right? And it took me 9 months to get back. So when I was home in Canada, I would literally be just laying down on the floor every day crying. Like, I can't believe I let this happen. All my money is gone. Everything is gone. My daughter needs me. She's a small girl. Needs me. My father needs me. He's an elderly, sick man. And I'm here and I can't do anything. I have no money to get back. You know?
Last and a quick one. You said you met Logic through your ex-husband.
Yes.
So what happened between you and ex-husband when Logic came into the picture?
Okay, my ex-husband, we were actually having a lot of issues even before Logic, right? I didn't really want to talk about my personal business with my ex-husband, but he was out there doing his thing.
Okay.
Like, he was really doing his thing. I was home all the time. He was always out on the road. Just put it this way, he was always in Osu.
Okay.
Just put it that way.
Because I thought maybe he would have come in to protect you, whatever was going on.
No, he didn't protect me at all.
Yeah.
He was too busy just doing his own thing in Osu. Doing his
All
own
right. Ladies and gentlemen, 50 minutes got into the R2 here on Asaase Radio, the voice of our land. Now, let's come back to the song, Mr. Peenie Weenie.
Yes.
Listening to the song, I'm like, wow. Mo Spence, you bad. You understand me? Yo, the issue gone up. You understand me? And I'm like, all right. So, if the man says he's the architect of dancehall, and knows how to put pen to paper and write, counteractions and also did songs and all that kind of thing, did he also, fuel this particular Mr. Peenie Weenie? But after listening to Mr. Peenie Weenie, I realized that no, sir, this is coming from Mo Spence.
Yes.
And I'm like, Mo Spence didn't take this to social media. But from MCR, they said I should ask you whether all these things, did you in any form reported this to the police for fraud issues?
Yes, I have.
And what exactly are they doing about it?
They're not really doing much about it. Like, they want money, I guess. They want money. It looks like we might even have to do Interpol because I heard he fled the country. That's why I say, where you are go to in a hurry? So him gone.
Maybe Lagazee know his whereabouts.
I don't know. I beg you.
In France. Where him there?
I don't know anything about
Where him there?
The said man, me don't know anything. But
yes, there's a police report.
All right. So actually there is a police something in. So what exactly are you looking for in this police report? Are you looking for the like your money back or what? What exactly are you looking for? What are you seeking to achieve?
I wish I could get my money back, but I know he squandered the money. I know I will never see that money. So in a way, I have just let it go. I let it go, So I'm not looking for money. I'm just letting it known that he threatened my life, So if anything was to happen to me, look no further.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. But again, I think he granted an interview and he said, in the heat of the conversation, that he said that he was going to murder you when you come to Ghana, but he can't even murder a fowl. You understand me? Talk less of a human being. You understand? And he was sober when he was on that particular interview that I listened to, and I'm like, oh really? Yeah. All right. So now it's like. Now you said he squandered the money. Yeah. There is no way how you going to get your money back. So right. you washing off your hands.
Yes. I just want him gone out of my life. Like he doesn't exist.
All
anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So Mr. Peenie Weenie is gone.
Yes.
Let's listen to the song. As I have you in the studio now, let's take the opportunity for you to introduce the song. And I will drop it, and then people will listen. We will listen to the Peenie Weenie once again. I premiered it the other day, but since Mo Spence is in the studio right now, let us do that, and then we'll come back and talk about other, issues. Mo Spence, the floor is yours now.
Yes, everybody, this is Mo Spence, and you're listening to Mr. Peenie Weenie.
Easy.
Yo, this is Mr. Peenie Weenie. Wow.
Mr. Peenie Weenie.
It's self-explanatory, so everything good in the place.
Yes.
I'm not gonna further again. But Spence.
Yes.
Talk to me. I know, as I said, a lot of artists, are of the view that A, B, C, D, S, Y, Z, and it was because of where you find yourself and how things were going.
Yeah.
Now, talk to me about, future collaborations with some of our artists over here.
Yes.
Who do you have in mind, and who are you open to work with everybody?
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm so happy now because I can. Before, he would stop me from working with anybody. I couldn't work with nobody. But now I have something coming out with Rashid Metal. It's coming. Sammy B. Have something coming with them. Alligreta for sure. I'm in talks with DSL right now for that. Captain. Yes. And hopefully Stoneboy really soon.
Okay.
I'm working on that.
Okay.
Shatta, hopefully.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm working, and I want to get some ladies. I need some ladies. Like Miss V, she can sing. That's my sister. I hope I can meet her one day and do something with her.
Okay.
Barony.
Okay.
Yeah, even AK Songstress. I just want to work with I just want to work.
What about Claire the Dancehall Queen?
Of course. Logic he did not want me to work with her because apparently he has issues with the father. Him have issues with the pupa and the daughter too. So him never want me to work with her. He want me to shame her. Yes.
No. Okay. All right. And I am glad you have said this. I am so glad.
Yes.
And God knows that it didn't come from my mouth. The man said him have problem with him father.
Papa.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow. And his father left here a while ago.
I know.
Yeah, you understand me? And his father is that man. You understand? You see, I don't want to go. I know every issue. You understand me?
Yes.
I know into details. Really, issues will happen from them time there till now. You understand me? But as I said, I don't go into people personal business. You understand me? What happened with them father and them mother and all these things is I feel them business. You understand me?
Right.
I am thinking about the work, but I feel on a level that, you know, at a point in time, I think you and Accra have to meet. You understand me?
Yes.
You and her have to meet, and I am going to talk to the manager, that is Mr. Nathaniel Amache. You understand me? You know, so that we could let something really happen. You understand me? What you just said has kind of clarify a lot of things. You know, for me, to all those who are listening. You understand me? Because how the man didn't want you to step forward and all these things.
That's right.
Yeah, man. So we're good with that.
Yes.
And also, we have Empress Debbie. My producer, Empress Debbie, is a singer too.
Yes.
Yeah, you understand me?
Yes.
Yeah, man. So at least, as you are here and we have the platform.
Yes.
So when the work is ready, the only thing you have to do is to say your Lagazee is ready.
Yeah.
When you want to premiere it, phone call away from me. You can come to the studio and premiere the song. And the song will be on all the 4 radio stations across the country, Ghana. You understand me? Yeah, man. So you have nothing to worry about.
Thank you so much.
And also, I don't know how difficult it is for you to get some artists. You understand me?
Yes.
Simply because they are A-list. But I like how you've begun to do collaboration, Captain, this, that.
Yeah,
and the fact that you say you need some ladies as well. You understand me?
Yeah,
because I believe that in this reggae dancehall or Afro dancehall space, people don't see the unity among us. You understand me?
Yes. So
if we don't build our industry to that level of, you know, consciousness where people will know that, oh, all right, these guys are together, people will be playing us like, you know, chess game, like we will not get the gigs and all that. So it is imperative on us to come together as one and make things happen.
Exactly.
But let me find out again from you. Do you have new management now?
I'm managing myself.
Oh, okay.
Easy.
Yes.
You are self-manager now.
Self-manager. Everything, yes.
Yeah.
I'm creating my team.
Okay, nice. It's good. In our sound system culture space, I think I requested for a dub plate and all that kind of thing. You understand me? And you know, I also encourage you to also be doing that because very soon this sound system thing is going to take off. You know, from Ghana and all that. You understand me? Yes. Kojo Governor says, you see the evil in GH. Now they kill our career. Sad. No. More try feature Accra. She bad too much. You understand me? All right. You know. So we are going to make sure that we will connect the dots because, as I said, when I posted the flyer, some artists linked me up and some express, like they are. I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to even. I don't know the choice of words. You understand me? About Mo Spence. But Mo Spence sitting in front of me right now. Please allow the innocent girl to.
I think what they feel is they have opinion about her because of association.
Yeah.
Not because she is like this or that. It's just because of the same logic guy. You get me? This brother, like, he has exported himself. He go exile. So the hatred some people might have for her, I don't know if it's hatred, but I think it's by association. So they should ease up. Mo Spence is a beautiful soul. They should just have a change of heart and then experience Mo Spence for themselves.
Yeah.
If she's like that, they will know.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. We give thanks. And then she also made mention of, you know, she said my ex-husband. So are you free now?
Yeah, very free, man.
Oh gosh. I'm free.
You know, for clarity's
Yeah,
you know
he made
sake,
sure of
you
that.
understand me?
Yes.
You know, so that you know any man that want to step, you understand me? At least you know come clean.
Yes.
You understand
But I'm not interested in that right now.
All right.
I'm too busy. I'm working.
Okay, all right.
I'm working.
But you are free though.
I'm free.
All
I'm
right.
so free.
All right. All right. So, Alligator sent me a freestyle. You understand me? Create your own happiness.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
And talk to me about that. And let's drop that one before we wrap it up finally.
Yes.
Talk to me about create your own happiness.
So I was busy. But then Mr. Alligator, he messaged me and he's like, "Look, I need you on this Laho track. Do your own little version on it, you know." So he started it off for me, and I said, "Okay, fine." So I started to listen to it, and I said, "Okay, this is what I came up with." I don't know. I just came up with it in like 2 hours. You know, came up with it in like 2 hours. Like sent it to him, and he's like, "What?" He's like, "I'm putting it out right now. Let's go."
Wow. So, should we drop that?
Yes, sure.
All right.
Mo Spence.
Easy.
Mo Spence another place. Me's a diva, not a skeezer, a believer, and a dreamer. Me's a good woman with only good intentions. Me's a strong black woman, me not in a nonsense. Cause me lying things will only get intense. Good and bad, me been happy, me been sad. But tonight, me only not the coffee and wine, not having fight. Cause me just every have a good time. And me might get in over, come on, go to fire. Create your happiness. Working hard every day, you obsess. Laziness can turn into a sickness. Create your happiness. Create your happiness. Working hard every day, you obsess. Laziness can turn into a sickness. Pretty girl gang, show your prettiness. Ugly gang, be proud of your ugliness. Filthy rich gang, show your wealthiness. If you broke, ready up, you next to success. Me's a diva, not a skeezer, a believer, and a dreamer. Me's a good woman with only good intentions. Me's a strong black woman, me not in a nonsense. Cause me lying things will only get intense. Create your happiness. Create your happiness. Working hard every day, you obsess. Laziness can turn into a sickness. Pretty girl gang, show your prettiness. Ugly gang, be proud of your ugliness. Filthy rich gang, show your wealthiness. If you broke, ready up, you next to
Create your own happiness. Junior Maestro from Norway, far away, says, ask her the lessons she has learned and how she's going to position herself forward.
Yes. Yeah, I've learned a big lesson. You can't just trust people. He came off as a very nice person, very charming to me and the American family. You know, he came off like a savior, and he ended up being the devil. So you can't trust people. You can't trust them, especially when money is involved.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You can't trust them, especially when money is involved. Going forward, what is in the future line for Mo Spence now? What are the expectations? What should we expect? Are we to expect after Peenie Weenie and after Create Your Own Happiness? Are we going to see some EP? Are we going to see some album? Are we going to see some videos? What is there for Mo Spence now?
Yes. You're going to see a lot of videos, music videos. A new EP will be coming. Ghana Sweet EP is coming.
Ghana Sweet EP.
Ghana Sweet EP.
All right.
Yes.
When exactly is going to be that?
Well, I'm in the studio right now working on it. I have 2 songs already.
Okay.
3 songs already.
Okay.
Completed on it. So maybe about 2 more me I go do.
All right.
Push it out there.
Okay.
Music videos and singles. More singles. You're just going to hear. I'm just going to be in your face.
Definitely. Yes. She said she's going to be in our faces.
Yes.
No. So you are in Ghana now.
Yeah.
So finally you back home.
I'm home. Yes.
You're not going back again?
Where?
All right.
Okay.
All right. Ghana, so she's here for life. You understand me?
yes.
Mo Spence is here.
Yes.
Anytime she walk in and knock on your door, please open her, give her some water to drink, give her some food to eat, because she's from far, far land. You understand?
With green sauce. Make sure you have green sauce.
Definitely. And also, I would like to say, big respect to Alligator. You understand me?
Yeah, King Lagazee.
Yeah.
I have to say big thank you to you. I remember the first time I sent you your love.
Yeah.
Yeah, naturally, you also had your little reservations.
Of course.
And I'm so grateful that you didn't hold back, but you told me that,
of course,
this is what you feel. And then when I explained to you, you really understood. And from there, I'm so grateful. Like, I told you that I keep contact with her personally.
Definitely.
And I see the support. And I have to say a very big thank you to you.
Thank you.
And
so
if I
much.
could use this platform, I want to tell every media personality that we are very grateful. They've been very supportive. Yes, we want them to focus on the music. All that logic stuff, we are not interested, because the man is just a runaway man. We are not interested in that. So, King Lagazee, thank you so much.
Respect. That issue is now Peenie Weenie. So,
Yes.
you understand me?
We're not too business about that.
Definitely.
It's not feed we.
Definitely. All right. So, Mo Spence, before I leave you, finally, I don't know whether you have anything to tell Ghana.
Yes.
Because the whole Ghana is listening to you right now. So talk to Ghana before we leave the studio.
Yes, I just want to say thank you, everybody. Thank you for listening. I love you all. Make sure you check out my music. I'm on social media. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok, mo.spencemusic. All right, mo.spencemusic. Just check out the music. Yes.
All right.
Be blessed.
All right. Mo.Spence Music.
That's right.
Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. You understand me? On Facebook as well and all these things.
Yes.
So please check her out and support her. Big respect to all the people. Them. Ofori Kwati say, ask her when is he going to drop a reggae song.
Oh. I'm working on that.
All right.
Yes, I'm working on two. I'm working on two of them.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you are working on two of them. You
Yes.
understand me? Thank you so much for all the people them that sent in the messages. We acknowledge the item presence and all these things. It's been a wonderful conversation with Monique Spence, aka Mo Spence. Yes. She's home now, and please let us receive her wholeheartedly. Let us let bygone be bygone,
Yes.
and let's focus on the work to promote Ghana music to the international level. My name is King Lagazee. On behalf of the production crew, Naro Bauer, big up yourself. He said it's just a natural power. He said he's ready. You understand me? Yeah, man, he's ready. Like Jacob with his teacup. Ready, to serve you. You understand me? And he can hook it up as well.
Yes.
And I'm like, all right, yo, take your time, no man. Take your time. Yeah, but oh, DJ Adi White, DJ Adi White from MCR says, Lagazee, I want to be her personal DJ. People want to volunteer, do things for Mo Spence
Thank
now.
you.
You
Yes.
understand me?
I embrace it. Link me.
All
Link
right.
me. DM.
Oh,
Send me a DM.
No, at the MCRO.
Oh, okay.
My technician on duty.
Yes.
He's a professional DJ. You understand me?
Okay.
DJ Adiwai says he wants to volunteer and be your personal DJ.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we give thanks for the love.
Amen. Thank you.
Also, Empress Debbie says, Lagazee, anytime you step out, they envy. You understand me?
Yeah.
So this time around, you know what? I got the flex. You understand me? Get the antics and everything. And me, I go step out and then I go envy. But me, no business. Big up yourself, Empress Debbie. Large up to Junior Maestro from Norway, far away on the flanks, making sure that everything good. And also Joseph Amma, technician on duty, aka DJ Adi White.
Easy.
And to all the people that on our Facebook page, on the Lagazee Sound International page, on X, that is on X, on the Asaase, radio page, we would like to say big respect and thanks.
Easy.
And all these things, and also our live on TikTok as well. I would like to say big respect and thanks. You understand me? And I think most parents, put out her social media handles already. Oh, Alligator, your social media handles too, so that people can contact you as well?
So my social media handles is ALIGATA.app on all platforms. ALIGATA.app on all platforms.
All right.
Yes, man.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap